How you doing here, Ralfy Customs? Back again. We're not quite ready to chop up Gory's dyno frame. There's a couple of little jobs I need to do. Finish that steering stem, and our Chris with the Ironhead Sportster dropped in and left me just a couple of little engineering jobs. So I'm going to crack on with that. Just show you these forwards on the dyno I've just fitted. Did loads of work to this. It has got its own playlist, but it's a bit sketchy because it ended up being one of them crack on and do it jobs, so you can't see me doing everything that I did. But we've done fucking loads to this despite how it looks. We've chopped the frame, we've got different forks, yokes, wheels, mudguards, fucking everything. We've done loads to it, and the one part of it I was never happy with were the forward controls. I wanted some nice billet ones, and now I've got some nice billet ones. Thanks to Mr. Clint, put me onto them like, so I've treated myself for my birthday, which was yesterday at time of filming, and spent yesterday afternoon making them fit because they weren't quite perfect. There you fucking go. They're absolutely as sweet as fuck. Just waiting for the petrol tank to come back from our Danny at Rebellion. Is going to put some nice writing on it for me, and then that bike is absolutely complete. Right, so here's what we're on with. Where's that fucker? That is Mr. Clint's steering stem, EN8. I didn't want to do it in mild steel because the thread is that fine. This 1 inch by 24 TPI thread's really got a shallow pitch and it's quite fine. I didn't want to risk it in mild steel, so I've gone for EN8. And our Chris needs a couple of standoffs for his regulator rectifier mount on his shovel head. Love a shovel head, me. And we've got to make a couple of them 12mm long with a 1/4 hole through. I've got 14, but we're going 13 because 14 will bind in the mount. And then the more interesting part of the job is we need to make one of these with a longer stem. So we're going to split up a bit of this stainless bar and get it over to the milling machine and machine a couple of flats on it once we've done that. And that'll be fucking just peachy. Righto. Dead simple this. I've just turned my tool around so we've got a fresh new tip. I'm just going to face up this bit of bar like so. Happy days. And we'll switch that out for the chamfer tool. Just want to knock the edge off it. Here we go. Alright, fucking so. Just touch on there. Sorted. Now we'll put a 1/4 hole up it. So room in the centre drill. As always, a bit sticky this stainless. I mean, it's an alley. I've been working on alley and forwards yesterday, so you must excuse me for that. There we go. Just get that started. Now we're in with the 6.5, which will give us a nice bit of clearance for those, for the 1/4 bolts that it takes. Each one's only 12mm. Is it? Hold on. 12mm, which is 15mm with a parting tool, so we need a 30mm depth altogether. We'll probably go half and half each time, or we might go 30 straight off the bat and see how it cuts. It should be alright. We'll just break the edge of that hole with a chamfer tool. Squeak, squeaky, squeaky, like that, sorted. And now in with the parting tool, so we'll just touch on there. 3mm for the bit and 12mm for the part is 15mm, which is, come on, there. Not worried about facing the end up and getting it down to within a few thou. 15mm straight from the depth of the thickness of the tool light will more than suffice when it comes to this. We will spin it around, clean the end up and chamfer the edge, but there you go, sorted. Okay, same with number 2, we've just pulled it out a little bit. We're going with number 2, don't burn me, it wants to, boosh, happy days. Right, little focus, wheel, there's those two. Nice and shiny. Happy days. Let's go on to the main event then, this headlamp.
Don't forget folks, our Fuck Stock stickers are now available in our Etsy store, link in the description below. Fuck Stock, you know it makes sense.
Right, we've got to be a 25mm stainless bar chucked up. It needs to be 24 at the fat end, but more importantly for right now is we need to turn 40mm of it down to 10mm and then cut an M10 thread on it. So let's get this faced up nice and neatly, like fucking so. Zero my digital readout, and I reckon we'll have a touch on. That should be 25mm, so I'll set my readout to 25 for now. 25, enter, and take 3mm cuts, so down to 22. And we'll send that for 40 because we're going to need to do it. Then we'll double check it. Oh, hold on, just turn my fucking feet the right way around. It's still on my cross slides going across because I'm set up for parting off. Right, 22mm, and we'll send that for 40, and then we'll have a measure, and we'll dial it in at that. Right, so let's have a double check. We are on 22 on the fucking nose. Oh, 2199, 22, and my readout shows 2199, so that is absolute there. Nearest fuck it is to swearing, so we'll set that down to 19 again, taking 3mm off, which is 1.5mm or 60th thou depth of cut. So 19 is there. Come on, you bastard. Here we go, and send it, and so on and so forth until we get down to 10mm. So you can join me when we're on the last cut. Right, last cut time, we took it down to 9.9, we want it just under 10, so it's nice and easy to cut a thread in. It will still hold true. I would put a centre in if this were crucial, if we weren't threading it, because you will get a little bit of deflection. I would imagine this will be slightly bigger than that will, once it's all machined, but it will be absolutely bob on for putting the thread on. So let's just get that down to the 40mm mark, which is just coming up. Come on. Just a little bit more, please. Oh, bit of a squeal up. And there she blows, Captain. I'll swap my tool out for the chamfer tool. Hold on, bear with. Right, fucking so. Just blow my tool holder off. We don't want to tighten the quick change saw post down onto swarf, do we? That's never good. Always worth bearing in mind. And we will give ourselves a good lead to the die, because we are cutting stainless and we do want it to be a nice thread, so that'll do fucking lovely. Righto, so we've got the old tailstock die holder. We've got the old tailstock die holder on the job, and we've slowed things right down, and we just give this a good old crank. Now we don't need it to go all the way because some of this is going to go through the yoke, but I don't know how much. So I'm going to go for just about past halfway. I want about 35mm of thread. So I'm just going to eyeball it, and we'll take it nearly up to the end. Yeah, fuck it. I ain't got that to check on. The thing is, bought is threaded all the way, and he was quite happy with that, but I don't think it needs that, so we'll not do that. Instead, if I can get it to fucking grip, there we go. And we just wind it. It should take it off itself. It should take it off me, and then pull it like that. Look, lovely. So up to about there, back it in reverse, and send it back. Top people, we've took off the lock on the tailstock, so it'll push the tailstock back when it gets to where it needs to be. And there we go. Spin it back up forwards in a faster mode. Knock the fluff off. Give that a doodah on the end just to tickle it up. And that is that bit done. I wonder if we've got an M10 fucking nut. Hold on, bear with. Right, in with an M10 nut. And that is fucking not nice, actually. That is not nice. I'm not happy with that. Right. See how sloppy that is? I'm not having that. I don't know what's going on with that die. So, what I'll do, off camera, well, I do party a bit on camera while I'm talking shit, I'll fucking start again, because I'm not going to let that go like that. So we will part that fucker off, like fucking so. Say goodbye to my little friend. Part that fucker off. Pull that out 40 mil. Hold on. Or thereabouts. Bear with. Some twat's done it up rather tight. Pull that out 50 mil, so I've got a bit to play with. Yeah. And try again. Just to show you my solution, these dies are split, so you can open them out to a degree and make the thread bigger or smaller to a degree. So I'm going to undo these two, and I'm going to wind that in as far as I can. Excuse me. Right, did you see that? It sprung out a fucking mile there. So we're going to wind that out a country mile, and we're going to nip those back up, and then we'll try it on the newly machined 10mm surface I'm about to make off camera. So here we go then, take fucking two. We've machined this a bit bigger. We've opened the tap out as die, not tap, dickhead. We've opened the die out as far as we fucking can. Let's fucking send it and see how it fucking behaves. Come on, take it. I wish it had fucking grabbed it. There we go. Just grabbed it to there in reverse. Take the tailstock lock off, because the last thing we want is this bottoming out and chewing the fucking thread up we've just cut. And I'm seriously hoping that this is fucking Bob's your auntie, Fanny's your aunt, and the baby's fucking dripping. So I'm going with a cheap nut, and a cheap nut is, oh yeah, a much fucking better fit. So that will be fucking Bob's your auntie on the thread. I've got a stainless nut here that's not quite a full nut. Yeah. Yep. That should be fucking happy days, I reckon. Should be no worries on that. I'll just defluff that thread slightly. Oh, spin it round the right way. Just defluff that slightly. Give that edge a break. And now we can pull this out a bit and machine that down to 24mm. Righto, so we need this down to 24. I'm just going to touch on there. Yeah, just face that up actually. Like fucking so. Zero my readout. And we do literally want 1mm off this, so we'll take it down to 24. And it needs to be, let me check my drawing, 26mm. 26mm long, so just a very light cut off that for a length of 26mm. We'll go 30 because we've got to part it. That would be 29. Oh, we could go 29, couldn't we? But we'll go with plenty. Ow, bastard. So we'll go 30. Chips are hot. That was the ow bastard. And then we'll get that parted off. Righto. So we'll touch on there at that. And then we'll come along 29mm, 29.25, which will give us 10th to face off it once we spin it round, which is, yeah, happy fucking days. Get the lube pot on the fucking job, give it a fucking whirl shell, like fucking so. So I could probably do with a new tip in this parting blade, but in this parting tool, but I'm going to be facing this end up, so it's not that bothersome. Oh, just get rid of that fucking tip, look, that nipple sorted. We will just knock that tip off like fucking so. Change my tool out like fucking so. Touch on, get a touch on. And we want 0.25 of a mil, 10th out, which is there. Give that a nice little clean up. Happy days. Switch this tool out for the chamfer tool. And give this a nice little chamfer. Bob's your auntie, sorted. Happy days. Okay, so now we've got this in this square ER32 collet holder, which means that we can machine a flat on this side, flip it over And do the same with the other side, because we need to put the two flats on. That's not showing very well. Focus. We need to put those two flats on. We need to take 2 mil off it. So we're going to do a 60 thou cut and a 20 thou cut, and that'll give us 80 thou, which is 2 mil, as near as fuck it is to swearing. So let's see how this fucking goes. And make sure we don't chew into the fucking nut, which we have done before. There's a little love bite down here. I don't know if you can see it. So there we go. And away to there, and down to there, and now we'll do a last 20, which is there, another squib of lube, and we will send it this way. Just dial it in with the end there. There she goes up. There we go. There's just 2 mil off this side. And then off camera, I'll flip it over and do the same with the other side. I'll just drop the knee back down, like so. Righto, last up, we've found centre with a wibbly wobbler. We've come back 11 from the end, as per the original one, and we've just got to send a 10 mil hole through. So, just gonna get that started with the old centre drill, like so. And hope that I've left myself enough room to get in with a 10 mil drill, which I've probably not. Where is it? It's here, look. Oh, never in a fucking month of Sunday, so we'll get that dropped down, lots, and then we'll drill that out. Like fucking so. So, crank her up, plenty of lube, and send it. Pretty fucking well. I'm probably running this a little bit fast, to be fair, but we'll not complain. Yeah, that's looking lovely. So straight through with this, and then we'll give it a quick fettle and a deburr, and the job's a fucking fish. Last drop of lube. Sorted. Come on, baby. And there we go. That is one extended threaded headlamp bracket made in stainless. So there we go, look. There it is, longer shaft, Bob's your auntie, nice and flat, ready to take the headlight. Super fucking duper. Another job, well done. Right, we're on with Mr. Clint's spindle then. What I've done off camera is cut it in the bandsaw and face it and centre drill it to length. We need to turn this first section down to, I keep forgetting, 22.38 for a 19 mil. Yeah, for a depth of 19 mil, so we want 22.38. I'm going to take a preliminary cut at what I'm hoping is 24 mil on the nose. Oh, turn me fucking, I'm still in parting off mode again. That's twice today. So, do that. Right, wind it back out to 24 mil. That could have been ugly, couldn't it? Again, not for the first time today with that M10 thread. It happens, we all have days like this. Don't let anybody who engineers tell you that they fucking don't, because they do. So 19 mil, we'll send it, and then we'll have a measure, and we'll see where we're at. So here we go, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.9. That'll do for that. Now let's have a measure. So I'm hoping we are on 24 mil on the nose, and we're not, look, we're 24 and change, so let me just double check that. Triple check that. Come around here and check it. You don't really need to see all of this. Yeah, I'm going 24 on the fucking nose. 24 on the nose, yeah, bang on, 24.02, and we want 22.38, so we'll go 23.38, which is there, a nice little cut, and then we'll do the same and get it down to size off camera like. Here we go then, last cut, 22.5, double checked, and it isn't quite a press fit in that bottom yoke. I had to warm it up to get it out. So I reckon 22.4 will get us just where we need to be. And that is absolutely bang on that at that. So here we go, down to 19mm, which is just coming up. Come on, you bastard. There, wind that out. And now we'll put a chamfer on that end. Excuse me. Just change my tooling. A happy little chamfer. By that I mean quite a big fucking chamfer. Like that. Sweet. Right, next up we're going to put an M14 thread up it. So we're going to run a pilot in before we run the tapping size of 12.5. So a bit of lube. We want to go about 35mm deep, so I'll get that all settled and started like that, then I'll back it out until I can see 10 on my tailstock quill and just eyeball the end of the flutes up to the end of the job, and then we can take it in until I read 45 on my quill, which will give us the 35mm depth of cut. Righto, we're now in with the 12.5. Oh, my fucking lube pot's running a bit dry, boys. We all need a drop of lube because that's what separates us from the animals. Merchandise available from the links in the description below. Right, let's just send this and then we'll be ready to tap it pretty much. Quick chamfer, a good chamfer actually. Good fucking chamfer, man. Now we slowed it down and we're with a brand new fucking M14 tap. Because I never had one. I never had none. And that's fucking gripping. Not gripping on the taper very cleverly, is it? But we're alright, look. We're happy days. Go on, you bastard. Last little bit. Wicked. And then we reverse it up, speed it up, and withdraw the tool, boys. Sorted. Spin that round the other way. Give it a blowout on my pot, excuse me. Quick clean up. Try the jolly old bolting as supplied, and the jolly old bolting, hurry up, get our fucking washer off, as supplied is fucking happy days, is quite spectacularly fucking bob on. I do want to break that edge. Hold on a sec, just bear with me. Just break that edge. There we go. Right, that's that end done. This is sized for the bearing. What I've got to do is get it out of the chuck if I can. Hang on. I did do it super duper tight because I didn't want it sliding. It's quite tough, the old E&E. Now I need to pull it fucking right out. Not right out, but I need whatever I need. 21, 144 is 165 at least. So 165 to the end that you can't see. I've got 175 is there. I'll put a a live centre in that hole I've just threaded. It shouldn't knacker the threads. If it does, then I've dropped a bollock. But we'll just clean the very start up. That's all it'll do. I could have cut the thread afterwards, but we didn't. So fucking there you go. So I'll wind my tailstock in. This is what we've got now, because we're going to have a parallel section, and then we're going to drop this down to 24 and a half, so we don't have to fucking fuck about with a bearing all the way down there. When you're fitting it up, you have a slack bit in the middle. Yeah, so I'm going to go a little something like that. I'll just tweak that up, and I'll just run that up, lock my tailstock, put a bit of pressure on that end. Again, we're not looking at a crucial size in the middle here, we're just looking at a clearance for the bearing, so if we get a slight bit of deflection, it won't be the end of the world. Like, alright, this bit's fucking needs changing, so let's have that round. Get in there, like that, nice fresh corner. excuse me, I'm reaching around you, missus. And what I'm going to do is spin this up and hope that I can get where I need to get, and I reckon I can, look. So I'm just going to eyeball that there, yeah, 0 my readout. Now I'm going to move along 21 for the first bearing, which is just coming up. 21, we'll put a mark, yeah, and from there we want 144, so 0, fuck off 144, which is 140 will do it, 142 will do it, not quite allowed enough, have I? 143, I'm about a mil shy, it don't matter, as long as there's enough for the bearing to sit on, I can go 140, which is there, which suits me actually, that's a bit better, right, so we'll go there at 140, and back to here, we'll touch on, come on you bastard, come on, touch on, touch. Jesus Christ on a bike. We'll touch on, 0 off, move it back to where we started, and we want to go in, we want to take about a mil off, don't we? Half a mil? No, a mil, fuck it. So we're going to go, bit of a squealer. There we go. And I'll run that all the way down to the other end. That gives us a lovely bit of clearance for our bearing, so it's easier to fit up. There's the shank, the straight bit for the bottom bearing to sit on, and there's loads poking through the chuck for the top and the thread, top bearing and the thread. So I won't make you watch all of this, you get the drift. We're just going to send that down to that mark that I made, and then I'll probably give it a bit of a polish, because the finish ain't as good as it could be. Again, not that it really matters, it's just a little bit of bearing relief. It's no good, I couldn't live with it. I did give it a quick fucking polish, but it's still rougher than a fucking junkyard dog, rougher than a badger's arse. So I'm just giving it a little bit of a tickle up with the old fucking finishing tool. Why not? It could be smaller than I made it, and it would be absolutely fine. I couldn't send it out with a rough finish like that. Fucking I wouldn't be able to live with myself. So rather than standing here polishing it for fucking 5 minutes with the Emery, or 10 minutes, I'll just give it another run along with this really fine tool. That I've just knocked out a fucking drive, sorry. And then that will be absolutely fucking peachy. Right, we're going to go over to the old Atlas to cut this thread. Look, I've done a test piece with a bit of 1-inch tube, frame tube, because I couldn't find the depth of cut in any of my books for 1-inch by 24 TPI. I think it's a cycle thread or an American thing or something. It didn't list it in my engineer's black book, it didn't list it in my Zeus book. So I fucked about setting the little Atlas up and cutting threads, and the best one I've come up with, which is absolutely fucking spot on, 1-inch by 24 TPI. Check your depth, Ralphy. Sorry, I'm not showing very well. Check your depth at 42 thou. So I'm going to do that. I've got it all set up. I don't know if you can hear it running in the background. Look, I'll show you. Hold on. So look, here we are running away. I've touched on. I've zeroed my dials. I need to clean my lens before I record this, and we are set to cut 24 TPI. I need to go in very tentatively down to whatever I said on there, 42 thou, and then we can have a check. We'll give it a defluff and see where we are from there. I'll black it up to start with, but no one's broke in and changed my fucking change gears in there, trust me, but I will doubly make sure that I'm cutting 24 TPI. I've got a lift pen in a golf, so I'll wrap this up, look, like fucking so, to there, near enough, just so I can see. I've got a bit of contrast, fucking hell, just so I've got a bit of contrast. Now do a 10 thou cut, run it along, check that I'm on 24 TPI, and then go 5 thou at a time until I'm down to that 42. Happy days. Right, I know it's not the optimum position for you to be in while I film this, but it's more important I'm in the optimum position to fucking do it, because it's a bit stressful at the best of times. You can't see it, but just off camera is my thread dial, And what I need to do, I've checked, I can hit any line on the thread dial will get me back on track for cutting this thread. So I've gone in 10 thou on my compound. We're going to do it all on the compound, and I'll back out my cross slide to clear the job when I get to where I need to be. I've still got that little witness mark, and that'll do. So let's take this 10 thou cut, wait for a line to come up. Oh, number one's coming. Number one, there we go. We'll take that down to that witness mark. Come on, baby. Then we'll back it out and knock it off. And then we'll come back. We'll take it back to 0. We'll put on another 5 thou, which is there, and we'll go again. But first, I'm just going to double check the fucking gremlins haven't been in. Oh, that's metric. Hold on. I've got the wrong fucking one out. Bear with me. Right, we'll just check that we are on 20 and we are bob on 24. So I'll probably see if I can hyperlapse or fast forward through this once I get cutting, because you don't really need to fucking watch me do this for the next few minutes, do you? I'll just get it down to where I need to be, and then we'll have a look. Just trying that. We had a bit of deflection. This material is probably a little bit harder. So I've gone to me 44 and I'm checking, and it's a bit fucking tight. It wants to start, but it's a bit fucking tight. So I'll have a couple more cuts, probably off camera, and give it a couple of swing passes and whatnot and see where we're at. Right, let's have another fucking go. I've still had a visitor, so I got a bit distracted and didn't get a chance to try. So I'm hoping that we're about on the fucking money, but we might not be. We might not be just yet. We might need to take a couple of spring passes. See, we're starting, but we're just a bit tight, so we're still not quite there. But off camera, I'll do a couple of spring passes, I'll give it a defluff, and then the job's a fucking fish, I reckon. Yeah, we're there. We are fucking there. We've gone. We ended up going another couple of thou, which is fuck all. Let's give it a quick defluff, just a gentle defluff, like so, and then a quick tickle up with the old fucking wire brush, and just double check with the old fucking adjuster, because this was a little bit firmer. Yeah, look at that. Right, that's full nut. It's got a full nut. There is no play. Abso-fucking-lutely. No play. No slop. No fuck all. Happy fucking days. Okie fucking dokie. So, we've got the stem fitted in the yoke. It will take the bearings. I'm not going to press them on because he'll be getting new bearings. And then we've got the adjuster that's going to bollock down on the bearing and give us that step that now fits into the yoke quite nicely and leaves enough, I've only roughed it on, enough poking out in order to get the lovely top locking nut on, like fucking so. So we've got the raked out billet yokes, the standard length and standard size to take standard Harry Dobson fucking bearings. Oh, that's a bit not as tight as I like. Make me polish that down a little bit before he picks it up. And that's all fucking redundant. We've got the supersized fucking steering stops that you saw me make on the last video. We've got the welding shroud, and we've got the bored out spacers and discs. And now I'm going home. Happy day. There you go. That's another couple of little jobs squared away. We can finally get on tomorrow morning, get this diner jigged up, get it cut up, get the bits made to start putting that into where it needs to be, running the tubes and the headstock and all that in. Super. It just leaves me, as always, to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing and even joining the channel as a member. Check out all the bump in the description below, follow along, and I'll catch you on the next one. Can you see my breath? Yeah. Happy days. Big love, everyone. See you soon.